Hi folks, I'm Mr. Maxwell and this is an instructional video on the concept of symbols. Today we're going to be discussing what they are and how and why we use them. And no, I'm not talking about the musical instruments for all you aspiring drummers out there. That's a great example of a homonym actually, a word that has the same spelling but two different meanings. Writers use symbols similarly in literature to give alternate meanings to phrases and words. Today I'm coming to you from my bedroom because it's raining cats and dogs outside. A phrase or a figure of speech I'm using to describe the level of downpour. As you can see behind me on the wall here, the interior designer represents their love of the sea using wall decorations in the form of compasses, anchors, boats, shells, fishing rods, and much more. All these objects are related to and or representative of the ocean. Now I want you to pause the video and discuss with an elbow partner what you believe symbols are and how and why you use them in your life for 2 minutes. Great. Now, you might have had conversations that led to things like using symbols or gestures for communicating, like waving hello, or giving somebody a thumbs up to say everything's good or that you understand something. The symbols on cleaning products that represent dangerous chemicals might have come up. The flame represents contents being flammable, the exploding rock means contents under pressure, and the skull means that it's poison. So symbols are things that represent or stand for something else, especially a material object representing something abstract, like these wall decorations. How and why we use them. Symbols allow people to go beyond what is seen or known by creating linkages between otherwise very different concepts and experiences. Symbols take the form of words, sounds, gestures, ideas, or visual images, and are used to convey other ideas and beliefs. What are some examples of symbols that represent our country? I want you to pause the video again and reflect with 2 minutes with a new elbow partner on some different ideas of what you think represents Canada. Great. You might have had discussions that led to the maple leaf, maple syrup, maple anything really, the beaver on our nickel, or how about hockey? Even though it's not our national sport, it still represents our passion for the sport. Today I'm discussing symbols with you to emphasize that while at times things may look one way, they have a totally separate meaning. Soon I'm going to show you a couple of my tattoos to show you how some pictures have a totally different meaning than what their literal translation would be. Later on, you're going to design your own tattoo and give me a 3 to 5 sentence explanation of why you chose it and what it means to you. I'm not looking to judge your artistry. I'm looking to see you make meaningful connections and to describe them fully. And make sure you use complete sentences and to check your spelling. So to begin, I got this eyeball inside of a clock to represent a couple of things. At first glance, it's just an eye on a clock. The deeper meaning to me is that time passes within the blink of an eye and serves as a reminder to cherish these moments and to enjoy the present. I believe in diligence and being prepared, but it's also important to stop and smell the roses once in a while. Speaking of roses, you might have noticed I had a couple on my body. I got those to represent my love for nature and what it has to offer, reminding me also to enjoy the little things in life. And a few gamers out there might have noticed that I've got 2.5 hearts filled in on my wrist. These are hearts from a Zelda game. They're a life gauge, and it's from a game that I grew up playing with my brother. It allowed me to have the opportunity to bond with him and create awesome memories. We got this as a matching tattoo to represent all the times we've had playing that game together. To end the video, I will now have you get out a piece of blank white paper and a pencil to draw your tattoos or symbol and describe it in 3 to 5 sentences why you chose it. Remember to use full sentences and that you can talk with your surrounding classmates about different ideas. What represents you? I hope everybody enjoys and best of luck.